What's going on, guys? My name is Byron. I'm here to talk to you, or really to try to convince any estimators out there, anybody doing quantity takeoff, of a feature that you must see. You need to drop everything that you're doing and see this feature, because I was a former estimator, and if I had had this feature in this program that I was using, when I was using it, I could have done a lot more takeoffs. I could have been like the top guy to my boss, who would be like, how are you doing these takeoffs this fast? I just gave you a takeoff to do today, and tomorrow here you are coming to me and waiting for another one. This would definitely be the case if I had this. So I want to show this to you all, and it is having to do with AI and the new technology that we have available and how it's able to scan the drawings that you upload. All right, so I want to get into all the technical stuff and tell you about what's going on in the background, because I had to talk to some of these, software developers and the folks that work for this company to make sure that there weren't going to be any mistakes or things that I need to look out for, you estimators. So if you don't already know, this is on-screen takeoff. This is on-screen takeoff version 4, and in version 4.0, there's a couple of new things, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time, but if you just upgraded to version 4, you'll notice that the labels on your tabs change. So you may have been familiar with this saying bids, this saying image, that saying takeoff, and I think this maybe said, I don't remember what this said. But anyway, they changed the labels, and they actually made them better for the description. Like projects, nothing changed here. It's the same information, but instead of bids, it says projects. This used to say image, which is where you would go to look at your image, but it's also where you would do your takeoff. And so I think putting takeoff here was, made it a little bit easier to understand. Then you have your summary here of all your takeoff items, and this says estimate because you can key in material costs, labor costs, and get kind of a rough estimate, if you will, for your things. So this other stuff, these are more training videos, training related stuff. Project Express is how you can send files to and from, from folks that have the program or don't have the program. You can send files that way. But let me just show you what I want to do here. So I have this takeoff, and it's really, we're just going to look at two sheets that have walls and ceilings. It's doing a little doodling here. I forgot to. So we have walls and ceilings here, and we have our quantities, and so everything is legit right here. Our scale is the same and all of that. We go to the next sheet, and we have our reflected ceiling plan, and so those are broken down by the ceiling types and those sorts of things. Now what I want to do is see what takeoff boost. Now I'll let you know, this probably took me, to do that right there. Let's just say it took me an hour to do that. That's pretty conservative, right? I mean, so let me duplicate this now. And I want to go into here, and we're going to basically run the takeoff boost on this whole thing, delete all of this. We're deleting everything, the takeoff conditions. We're starting from scratch. I'm going to see how accurate, how long this is going to take, and then I'll explain kind of what's happening in the background. So to activate takeoff boost, you just go to this right here, and this window will pop up. And so you can click on certain things. So if we want to know like what the total footprint is of this deal, it would tell us this right now when we do run takeoff boost. But we're going for the walls, and you can see there's a drop down available here, and it wants to know what type of call out to look for the wall. And so we have our typical diamond shape that you can see right here, indicating the different wall types. So that's going to let you know, your wall types are letting you know things about what's inside your wall. Does your wall have insulation? Is it two-sided? Does it have a double layer of rock? Different questions get answered between the different wall types. So we're going to do walls there, but let's also do painting. Let it do painting. We're going to let it do counts for, we don't need all of that. Let's just say doors. For the doors, All right, so we'll do the doors, leave all those selected, and then hit Run Takeoff Boost. So that didn't take that long to do. Now, what you're supposed to be able to do with Takeoff Boost, if we go to the next sheet now, we look at our RCPs, we should be able to run this at the same time. So just looking here, we've got your typical 2x2 drop-in ceiling, and then you've got a painted gypsum board. It's indicated here, just typical drywall ceiling. This looks like different sizes here, different types of ceiling grid sizes there. So this should pick all of this up when we go to Takeoff Boost. And this time we only want to look at the ceilings. And so it says, I guess if there's not a symbol, that's okay. Here, I do see that the symbol that they have, I'm matching this 4 and this 1 right there. And I don't know how this is gonna do that, because let's just select it there and maybe it'll pick up the 4 there. I see that the 1 this is the only place I see a 1, because this whole area has this type of ceiling grid there. So I don't know if it's necessary to select that here when we're looking at ceilings, but let's run Takeoff Boost. And so I guess we're waiting. I guess that's the time. So what's happening now is this in the background. Okay, well, let me say that there used to be a feature, and I think they still have, it's called auto count. And the way auto count used to do work is this is good. It would be good for like counting, things like fire alarm, things on fire alarm drawings, things on electrical drawings, perhaps, where you have a lot of symbols that you can tell the program to look for. And, you can set a bar that would indicate the variation, the margin of errors, if you will. And it'll scan the whole drawing. Because it's just pixels, it'll scan the whole drawing and bring back a list of results. And then you would go through and you would click, well, this is what I want, this is not what I want, this is something else. And then when you hit accept, it would automatically count all of those features. Really cool feature, saved a lot of time, really ahead of its time. Oh, it's done. So it looks like what happens here is the same type of technology, only AI, artificial intelligence, is now looking at your drawing and is able to indicate, oh, you want to count this. Now we can see what's going on here, because it looks like it's mixing things up. But we'll go back and pick some things out here. But let's go over now to the walls, because it should be done with that. So it did the walls. And let's see how accurate it is. So I don't really have to explain. I think it is just it's just picking up certain things. Now there's some things here I can see that just are gonna have to get looked at. But let's see how it starts out. So this is creating wall surface. So now for some reason though, it didn't, let's see with our wall types. So let's look at the K-type walls. Select all the K-type walls and see what it brought up. Okay, so it's calling all of this a K-type wall. All right, let's turn off this one right here. Let's go into here and see if we can put this on a layer. Oh, it creates layers for you. So it already created a layer for the wall surface, so I can turn all that off. And so now perhaps we're just looking at our walls. So it's got our K-type wall in here, and that's correct. Is this an M? Yeah, so it's calling this an M-type wall, that's right. Now here, is it confused about what type of wall should go here? And what about here? This just says wall, and that says wall too. So there's probably something in the notes about your typical wall type here. Let's see if there are notes on this page. We're not going to skip around. This is just, we're really testing out a feature. Here's some drawing notes. See if there's anything about wall types. All wall partitions are F2 unless otherwise indicated. So I don't know what an F2 is, but maybe this is what we should change. Let's see, because it's highlighting a lot of walls in here at this color that we have highlighted. And so perhaps that could be our F2 wall. Now for that, And we could just change this to now say wall type F2, and then that could be that. All right, so let's just click around here. So that's a K-type wall. What is it calling this red here? It's calling the red a J-type wall. Now, I think it caught this right here, which is not actually a wall type. I believe that these are window types. So this should actually be an exterior wall. And then what is it? What about this one? Okay, so these are, so it's picking up now the window types right here. And because those are both diamonds, now this isn't typical that you would have that on here, but it seems to be the case here. Now, what we could do with all of that, if we want to, and I'm kind of an on-screen takeoff guru, so I'm going to show you a couple of things pretty quick. So if I create another linear condition, and I want to call this one, let's just call it exterior wall. I don't know what the exterior wall type is, but we're going to call it that there. We're going to leave the color red, and we won't put it on a layer or anything, but basically we want to grab all of these wall types right there. I right click and I select all of them. So now they're selected. With them selected, I can go up here and reassign objects. So now it throws everything except for it missed a couple, like that one. Yeah, it missed that one. No problem. Missed a couple in here. Now it also did a door count here. Is that what this is? Yeah, that's a door count. So it counted doors. That's good. Let's see over, we hop over to the, let's see how it performed on the RCPs. So it looks like it's got an ACT 5. So that is ACT 5 right there. It has an ACT 9 foot. Now, okay, ACT 9. Oh, okay, well, it is, what is it calling this one? An ACT OK. So now it's kind of getting a little goofy. So let's see then what would have to happen. Let's see if we want to rerun this and maybe remove some of the labels, because I think it got to get a little confusing. So we're going to do it with no tag and just have it run. Takeoff boost has already been completed. You must delete existing. So you can't do that. We'll delete the existing now. And let's just run the ceiling with no tag. And heck, while we're at it, let's go and do the same thing on the other sheet. Let's highlight all of that. Delete it, and we're going to this time do it without the doors. We're just going to do a wall type, wall and painting, and just do a run takeoff boost. All right, so we have some results. This is just calling this a wall type. So it did not appear to categorize anything. So I guess it's up to you then. I would rather it do the takeoff with the labels and then just have to go in and reassign certain ones rather than have to go through this whole thing and reassign it. But maybe you're different and, you know, could do it this way. So I could see a couple of similarities here. It wasn't able to differentiate between the sizes of the patterns there, whether there are, you know, what size ACT, but it does indicate where we had drywall, i.e. no pattern. So we're smart enough to pick that up, and it doesn't look like there was any confusion there. So I would say that this does a lot of the heavy lifting, and it would have been very useful for me. I was an estimator for like 4 years, and so I could have done a whole lot more. Because the thing is, I like to look at details and get into constructability to see, will this actually work? Things like that. With that, you tend to kind of get cut short of your time if you have to spend a lot of it doing takeoff, tracing, endless clicking, and things like that. So I'm glad that they have a feature now where AI has entered the room of estimating space. And I think the takeoff boost is a great feature. If you have on-screen takeoff, it's a no-brainer. Get on the phone with your account manager, ask them what's going on, get me takeoff boost today. And if you guys are interested in getting more into takeoff and estimating, let me know. We could definitely do that on future videos. But this was it for that. So hope you guys found it useful. And that's all I wanted to say. Peace out.